G'day guys, Ron here from Osborne Digital Marketing. Today I'm going to show you how to match search intent so you can ensure that you create the right piece of content for the right SERP. Now before we jump into it, I just want you to check out this awesome tool I have behind me, which is my tool, Rank Lightning. So guys, this is not far away from being launched. As you can see, there's some cool stuff going on here. Now, if you go ahead and you're on our list up here, so if you enter your details in there and you're on our list, you being on that list are going to get a significantly discounted product when we launch it compared to any price that's ever displayed on the website. So make sure that you sign up now. You're there before we launch this bad boy in about a month's time. Maybe it's live now and you missed out. Still go and check Rank Lightning because it is going to be the one and done of SEO tools. Now let's jump into understanding search intent. Let's do it. Now guys, I want to make sure that understanding search intent is stressed importantly, because I don't think in this day and age it's as meaningful as and impactful as it once was. Like if you got the intent wrong, 2 years ago even, you could find yourself in some hot water. But now you'll notice that there's all of these weird and wacky results showing up in Google that probably shouldn't be. Google, I think right now is not doing as well as it should be to serve up good, solid results. Like literally the other week, Reddit was outranking Google for Google. So I just think Google's a little bit off this year, to be honest. But hey, I'm going to talk about the best ways to show you how you can actually make sure that your search intent matches. And it's very simple. It's not as dramatic as I believe a lot of people make it out to be. But hey, I'm going to show you some things that you want to look at. Now, as an example, let's do, because I mainly work with roofers and local businesses, I'm going to do roof repair. Let's do Jacksonville, let's do that. Now, if I'm trying to match the search intent, what would you immediately think? Well, I'd want to see a roofing contractor page. Now, the biggest way, this is the biggest thing that I look at for local service stuff, all right, is if I see a map pack. If I see a map pack, I immediately know it's a little bit of cha-chinga chinga. It's based on money. It's based on a page that should be showing something talking about money. Why is that? Because the map pack's showing. Does a map pack show for informational searches? Nah, that's a great way. Like, honestly, I haven't seen anyone mention this before, but this is something that I'll stress is like, guys, if you see a map pack show up for your search results, that normally means Google's like, okay, well, there should be some nice cheddar cheese involved. Okay. So have a look at that. If you see a map pack up the top, you're like, okay, this is a money term. This is something that I need to have aligned with conversions instead of just being informational. Like, this is what it is. No. I'm trying to rank to be, as an example, in this case, it would be a roof repair contractor in Jacksonville. That's something you want to go after. Now, if you don't see the map pack as an example, you generally, like, I'm not going to lie, guys, this is how I look at it. If I see the map pack, I know it's my search intent should be all conversion based, like money page type stuff, your more commercial type pages compared to informational like blog posts. But to double check, I'm going to come down and make sure that I'm right. I'm going to scroll down to the organics and I'm going to always open up the first couple of results. Now, if I see a listicle like something from the Better Business Bureau, Angie's, as of recently, guys, like I'm sure you have probably seen these ones pop up a lot more. There's a bit of parasite SEO going on down here, might be, or it could be their service page stuff that they're doing. The biggest thing for me would be is I want to make sure that Google is actually showing up. It's kind of a good example. They're showing contractors, like actual businesses, and not just these guys, directories. If I see like, I'm seeing that the first, in the top 3 results, right, organically, let's say 2 of them are businesses. Okay, again, I know it's a commercial side. And if I have a look and it's a homepage, again, come on, what's more commercial than a homepage? Homepage is, this is our business, we're the best. It's always got our ratings. It's like, hey, work with us now. Come on. It's always that type of setup. So when you're trying to match search intent, if you're doing anything like roof repair and you see a map pack, if you ever see a map pack, you know that it's a commercially styled content piece you should be creating. something you're trying to get the person, hey, buy now, we're the best, buy now. Like you're trying to make that happen right now. It's not informational. It's not an informational piece of content you should be creating. So I've had a look here. I can see, yep, that's normally what I'll look at. Now I'll expand on this point a little bit too. You can see here there are actually a few listicle styled informational-ish directories going on here. You can see the Forbes, I'm sure there's GAF as well. Expertise is even popping in there, and Yelp. So you can see sort of like in the top 10, it's kind of 50-50-ish. Now, how do I look at that? Like if I'm seeing a lot of directories and I'm trying to match that search intent and I'm trying to understand the search intent, what would I be thinking about? Honestly, again, I'm going to scroll up. I see a map pack. And I scroll back down and I see that there's a lot of normal businesses. There's a lot of home pages ranking as well, which is a common thing in the roofing game. You will notice roofing's incredibly challenging. Like Google like shoving you into a box in an area and you stay there. That's Google's attitude towards roofers, which is annoying, but hey. So anyway, if I look at that and I start to see that, I'm not going to go out there and create a listicle on my roofing website talking about these are the top best roofers. No, I'm not going to do that. Because I know that it's commercially based. I know that this is something I'm trying to push the roofing page. Like I need to create a page that's talking about our amazing services and what we do and how we're the best and why you need to go with us and we're most reliable compared to with a roof repair, this is what you should be looking for with the damaged shingles. You know, if there was a hurricane pass through and some shingles are being damaged, this is something you got to look for. It's not that style. It's not that style. However, if I was to go up here and maybe change this around a little bit, let's go Jacksonville, yeah, beautiful. Jacksonville roof repair. And let's do cost. Let's do cost. Now let's start to see what we get. Oh, no map pack. No map pack. So this is my perfect example. You'll still notice though, so like some people say, oh, look at the PPC, look at the sponsored. I don't really look at the sponsored because look, it's literally the same old mate that was showing up before, guys. Like, so if you looked at Google Ads, you'd be like, oh, okay, well, is it commercial or is it informational content that I should be aligning to match with my search intent? You've just been led down the garden path. That's not fantastic. That's why I look at the maps. Where's my maps? It's informational. So this is where you want to start looking. So I don't really, to be honest, I never really look at the sponsored because Google was trying to make as much money as it can. So it'll shove this in everyone's face. You want to have a look at the first stuff here. And honestly, where I always look immediately is I have a quick look to see what the breadcrumbs are telling me. All right. So I'm going to open this up and I always open up the first few. I see what the people also ask. So I also look for, essentially the entities or a couple of those phrases. So the entity of cost, roof repair, is that mentioned in the people also asked? Okay. Because if you notice that it's mentioned multiple times, what's going to happen is you're going to say cost to replace the roof, cost. You're going to start to notice, okay, it's kind of informational. But if you go back and have a look at the people also asked, it won't be as neat and as structured as what this people also asked is aligned with that search intent. So think about that. Looking at titles as well. So we're looking roof replacement. I put in roof repair, Jacksonville roof repair cost. What do we got here? Total cost of roofing, typical cost of roofing, roof replacement. That's roof replacement as well, roof replacement as well. So all of these are showing roof replacement. Now, to match your search intent, you want to make sure that you're opening up and looking at something that is relevant. So learn, boom, you're going to know just because of old mate's URL structure, I'm going to know that this is informational. Look at this. Look at this, guys. You can immediately tell that this is informational. You can tell that it's informational. You're not creating a service page for that. Let's go and have a look at guy number 2. Oh, well, legit, look at that. So the typical cost. Now, they've snuck in this nice little thing here, related articles, everything like that. And again, related articles. Looking at this page, I immediately can ascertain that this search, I need to serve up something on the informational basis. I shouldn't be trying to get my roof repair page, my commercial page, to rank for this term as well by sprinkling this into the H1 or something like that, into the SEO type. No, I need to create a completely new blog. So I've got to match the search intent like that. So I'm just having a quick look through. Okay, cool bananas. Yeah, they're all blogs. All right, cool bananas. Now, another thing to make sure that you're really matching the search intent when it comes to informational content is have a look how it's structured. Now, this is why I like POP. I really like Page Optimizer Pro, guys, and Rank Lightning is going to have an updated, sexier version, like my unique created stuff of Rank Lightning in there. It's going to be able to do it all. So make sure you check out Rank Lightning. But the beautiful thing about those tools is what you're going to be able to be is it basically tells you what direction you need to go in. Something that I just want to talk about when you're trying to match search intent is there's two areas that I want you to look at. I want you to look at the schema. So you can see here, these guys are like, this is a little bit ridiculous that they put product review schema on here, but you can see everything else that's being pulled in for them. Like, look at all of this. That's nice. That's really, really nice. Let's scroll down a little bit. Is Google's rewarding a lot of these additional pages. All right. So it looks like jump links that they're rewarding. Okay. No one else has really got any, looks like product review. Maybe they do have product review schema on there, but it's just not being pulled in. But these guys are a little bit cheeky and put that on there. But what you're trying to ascertain is you're looking at that, but then you're looking at how the content's structured as well. So you can see that there are little listicles and price points created, and you're looking at number one, they're doing the right thing. You can see that they've got lists of prices on different types of roofs, as an example. They've got nice pictures here. They've got some nice, like, this is actually really nice. They've done a great job. These guys. So you can see, having a look, scrolling through, like they've got these, okay, so for this one, this is how much the average cost for this would be. For this one, it's going to be this. Like having a look at all of this stuff here, you can ascertain why these guys are doing exceptionally well. And when you're trying to match that search intent, think about how they're doing their content piece. Now come into number 2 and 3. Number 2 and 3, flick through a lot quicker. Number 2, is that the same intent? Like, look at how much better this is. Look at how much better this is. Okay, not the same intent. It's realistically, it's answering the same keyword, but it's like there's one image on here. If they boosted this up, if they added more content, more images to make it like number 1, they might be able to get in front of them. Have a quick look at number 3, see what they're doing. Okay, number 3 is doing a very similar sort of thing. So again, they're getting the list, which is excellent, but probably should be a little bit more structured as a numerical type list. This is why when you're trying to match search intent, guys, I'm going to be completely honest, I rely a lot on my tools. Now, I'll always come over to Google very quickly, like I did and showed you in that example. I'm like, hey, should this be an informational piece of content, or should this be a, service page, commercial page type of content? And the reason I've only used 4 keywords here is because I'm trying to make it as hard as possible to give you the example of how to match a search intent of an actual real life example. Because if I put on roof repair cost for shingles and I do something long like this, of course that's informational content. That's not a commercial. Keeping it 4, like literally adding on a word to the original, which would be a service page, that makes it a little bit more educationally valid for you guys. So make sure you like that button, put some comments down below, help boost this bad boy up. But when it comes to matching that search intent, for me, that's how I approach it. I really look to see if there's a Google, like if the maps are displayed. If the maps are displayed, Google is thinking, hey, there's some, like this is a little bit commercially, okay? So think about that. The second thing you want to do, as soon as you just start seeing organic results, like, yes, this stuff's here, but Google's trying to make money. You start seeing organic results, have a look at really what number 1's doing really, really well, okay? See the style of content that they're writing, because that's what you need to do to beat them. Now, these guys, this is a perfect example. Like, this is pretty trashy content. They could be up there because they've got more links. Could be that. These are the type. They could have a powerful website overall, but you just want to have a look. But they are still something you'll consistently notice. Look at all these different ranges in the square feet totals. So they're mentioning, for this square footage, this is how much it's going to cost you. This is coming up constantly. So when you're trying to match, look at this, same thing. That's what they're doing in all three, but I just think number one has it down perfectly. So when you're trying to match search intent, Google's giving you all the answers. Don't reinvent the wheel. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe. Book me for a 15-minute free chat down below. We can have a chat about your SEO campaigns today. Have a lovely day, guys. Cheers.